was a great win for our team. Washington State played exceptionally well. They make 15 threes. Their shot making was exceptional today, and we're fortunate to pull this one out. At our zone defense, about 6 minutes left, turn the game around a little bit. We were able to challenge our shots, and we rebounded out of the zone, and then came back and took the lead finally in the last second. So that's a great win for our team, especially on senior night.
Andy, can you walk us through what you drew up for Boogie there at the end?
Yeah, we just had Isaiah Mobley come up and slip a screen, and depending on how they were going to play it, and they played it fairly well. So then Boogie, it was time for him just to make a play. And remember up there, we cleared out for him at the end of the game, and he threw it to Chavez, and Chavez got the three-point play. We were down one up there in the last 15 seconds. This was a tie game, so very similar actions, a little different setup, but same result. He threw it to Chavez up there for the three-point play, and tonight he made the shot himself. He had a great game, 21 points, no turnovers. He played really outstanding basketball.
The offense was so smooth and moving the ball really well the other night. It seemed like it was a lot slower and just had some trouble just kind of getting into a rhythm. What was the issue?
We were dribbling too much, and they were doubling the post, and I just thought we didn't cut, we didn't run with pace, and it was very stagnant. We started out the game pretty well, and then all of a sudden we just went stagnant, and that's for the starters and the guys that came off the bench. So we just have to do a better job. We always say our defense has to carry us when we have stretches like that offensively. And if you look at Isaiah and Chavez, they were 4 for 14 with 8 turnovers between them. And Isaiah did have 4 assists, but that was 2 off games for those guys. And they weren't finishing inside and also turning the ball over. So it was hard for us to get into a rhythm because we had too many turnovers, especially in the first half. And then I thought in the second half we cut it down. But then Max came in and we started spreading the floor a little bit, started getting them in more ball screen action out top. We started making the extra pass, driving and kicking, and I think we had about 4 or 5 drives and kickouts from the lane to the perimeter, and Max hit a couple threes, and Boogie and Drew. So we started playing better basketball in the second half.
Why do you think it is that the team goes through such extreme highs and lows on offense?
Well, these are college students. We're 23 and 4. So we don't have a dominant offensive player that we just say, here's the ball and you're going to get your shot, you're going to get a clean shot every time. We have to play as a team. And like against Washington the other night, we had 28 assists on 30 field goal makes. And so we have guys that can create their own shot, but we don't have like a guy that is going to get a clean look every time. And to create your own shot usually is off a closeout. The defense is moving side to side, or they're closing out to you. Those are when our guys are best at creating their own shot. Does that make sense? It's not like throw the ball to the guy in the wing, everybody clear out, and he's just going to, So we have to play as a team, get the ball moving, and go inside at times, outside, and get our guards moving. And some of our players are learning how to relocate. It's been a constant issue most of the season, especially Drew and Boogie. When they relocate when the ball goes in the post or depending where the ball is being penetrated, you have to relocate and move to an open spot. And they're getting much better at it, but there are times where we get stagnant, where we stand and we don't have a feel for what's going on where the ball is, and sometimes we just over dribble. So we've been working on those issues, but tell our guys that you play together, you share the ball, and you defend, you're going to have a good season, and they've done that so far. And certainly not a perfect team, but we're really proud of our young men for 23 and 4 right now. They put themselves in a great position to go on the road this week, and every game is a battle right now. So we just have to take a day off probably tomorrow, and then get ready to go on Thursday up in Corvallis.
Have you been a part of a game where the other team gets 16 offensive boards and only 5 made baskets at the 2-point range? Seems very odd.
This is a unique box score. We had 14 turnovers. They made 5 twos and 15 threes. and they shot 31% from the field. I mean, our defense was good. They shot 31% from the field. Their shot making from the three. Now, a few of those were our fault. We didn't switch or challenge or get up there quickly. But some of their shot making was pretty darn good. So, as I said, Washington State is dangerous because they have guys who can shoot the basketball, and they have four. They played small a lot tonight when they put the four guards out there. Yakimovsky, 23, and played the four, or DJ Rodman. They come in, they guard Isaiah, and they were physical with them, and then they double teamed him in the post. So they were spreading us on offense, but when we threw the ball in the post for Isaiah, they would come and double him, and that's where that relocation I was talking about. We got to do a better job out of double teams and also just out of half court offense. So they spread you out and they shoot, and we knew they were going to do that, and they did a great job of doing it. And so credit to them. We're fortunate to win this game, but our guys really played. Our zone was terrific in the last 6 minutes of the game. I thought that helped us win the game. We're down 8 or 7 at the time, and our zone, we challenged the shooters, we rebounded out of it, and got out and made some shots.
At some point in the second half, Isaiah decided to ditch the mask. Did he say he was just getting rid of it, he wasn't comfortable with it?
Yeah, I don't ask these guys questions anymore. Whatever they want to do, as long as you play hard out there and help us win, and just give it your best shot. You want to wear a mask? No, I really don't care.
And then after the last game, we talked about the fans and how they showed up. What did you think of how they showed up tonight?
Well, this is a home court advantage. It was for us to be down and come back like that. We made a couple shots and we got a couple defensive stops. It was a very loud arena, and it helped us get even more energy. And I thought that the fans were terrific. They helped us win the game, and that's what a home court advantage should be. So we love it. Our students are supporting us. Our fans are our season ticket holders, our fans, and we were very thankful because I thought that was a huge part of our the last 5-6 minutes to give us that energy to win the game.
Coach, your teams have been hitting a lot of shots to win games over the past few years. What do you attribute that to?
Well, we have good players. Sometimes our execution in the last couple minutes has been very good this year, and that's a credit to our players. We have basic sets and certain things we do, but they have to go make the plays, and they've been able to keep they've been very confident in themselves and their teammates, and they also don't get rattled. They know that they're going to play for 40 minutes, and it's a sign of an experienced, mature team. We went to Elite 8 last year. We were in a lot of big games. The year before, we were 22-9, a lot of big games. And so this game was a big game for us, but they've been there before many, many times. So I think a lot of that, how they execute down in the last couple minutes is a credit to those guys because they've learned from experience, and they're also very good players, and they play until the end of the game. And we don't win every game, obviously, but at least they give themselves a chance.
One more for Coach.
Coach, I believe it was Chavez Goodwin who was really emotional during senior night. Can you speak to the relationship that you have with him?
Well, he is one of the most improved players I've ever been around from the time he got here until now. And he plays like an all-conference big man most of the time. He had 23 points on Thursday night against Washington. I think it was his career high at USC. He scored over 1,000 points, but his improvement has been dramatic. If you watched him come off the bench last year, backing up Evan and Isaiah, he helped us win a lot of games. But this year, he has been a go-to guy in the post. He's the best offensive rebounder in the Pac-12, and he's constant energy and just nonstop toughness. And if you look at him, Chavez and Isaiah White, those guys they're both seniors. And they're probably two of the most toughest guys I've seen in 27 years. I started coaching in 1994 with the Milwaukee Bucks, so it was 28 years ago. Those two guys are as tough as any players I've ever coached in my coaching career, at the NBA level or the collegiate level. And so I can't say enough about Chavez and Isaiah, what they meant to our program, and how much they've improved, and what you're seeing here. I mean, how special is this? Chavez is 23-4. Last year he goes to Elite 8, so he took a big chance coming 3,000 miles away from South Carolina to come here. And I had a conversation with his father, and his father was a little hesitant because, hey, I know my baby boy is 6'9", about 240, but he's still my baby. and if you look at his dad, he's a Hall of Fame football player. He's a big dude. I grabbed his arm when he came out here, and I think my arm, I dented my arm when I did that because my hand, I couldn't even squeeze it. His muscles were so big. He's a Hall of Famer at South Carolina State. He coached football, but it was funny listening to him on the phone. He's like, "Hey, my baby's a big guy, but he's still my baby boy." And Charles, his father, is just an amazing guy. So it's really special when you bring families into your program like that. You see them succeed. And how about Isaiah White? He has 2 children, a wife, his family, the little girl, just running around. It's what a cool thing to have. And, how hard is that for him to be in graduate school, have to practice, have to lift weights, play games, travel. And by the way, he has 2 small children at home and a wife. And so those 2 are very unique because they play so hard and they're all about the team. And so that's it on those guys. They're special young men.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Andy.